in the beautiful country of St. Kitts. We're coming out of the rainforest in areas that's behind St. Peter's. I'm going to actually come down towards the St. Peter's area so you can kind of look at this area and see what it looks like. I've had other videos on the rainforest. This is the rainforest here that I'm leaving, and we're going to be going back towards town, towards Basseterre, so you can kind of see what it looks like. This is outside the resort areas here. Homes out here, you can get homes for under $100,000 to over $100,000. It just depends on what you're looking at. But remember, as I mentioned to you before, if you looked on other videos, in St. Kitts, no capital gains tax, no income tax, no estate tax, no inheritance tax, and a property tax is 0.20% of whatever you buy, with an exclusion of $29,600 US on each property before the 0.20% kicks in. All right, now I'm gonna drive down here on my bike, so it's gonna be a little bit shaky, but I wanted to show you the area coming down towards from St. Peter's down to Basseterre, and you can kind of look at some of the homes. I'm gonna try to go as slow as I can, breaking this and holding with my bike with the camera here. You can see how pretty it is here. The views up on the hillside. It's real pretty up here. You see the crest of the mountains. We're coming out of the rainforest now. I see these dogs ahead. I think they're going to try to go after me. We'll see. They look like little dogs, but sometimes they can be the worst. We'll see what happens as I get down here. We'll drive real slow. It's very pretty here. You can see the mountaintops over there. Just very nice. Also, if you get a chance, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, hit the top of the page that says Apply with Us, fill out the questions, then hit where it says Send it to us, and we'll see what we can do to get your taxes to zero, get a second passport as quick as 3 months. And I'm going to just kind of down here real slow. This is a real pretty area of St. Peter's. I've had 2 other videos on this too, but I wanted just to show you what it looked like again. There's so many areas. You see the beaches around St. Kitts, but you really need to see some of these areas around the mountain areas and the jungles. That's the nice part that I like so much here too, not just the beach areas. There's so many places you can go here. They're so nice to visit. And I'm going to show you, now a lot of people come here to St. Kitts and they always show in the magazines the real slick houses and the beaches, the $1 million homes. I like to show the outer areas because people like to see what it looks like in other areas of St. Kitts. And I had mentioned to you before in other videos that some of your best rental yields are actually on houses that are way outside the resort areas. And you got to remember too, there's no income tax here. So you keep 100% of that. Now, also you got to look at where you're from. If you're from the U.S., if you're a citizen of the U.S., or you're a resident from the U.S., you have to take that into consideration because residents and citizens of the U.S. are taxed on their worldwide income. And Germany, France, other countries, a lot of countries in the world tax residents on their worldwide income. So if you're a resident of a high tax country like in Europe, you're going to have to detax yourself from that to get around the high taxes legally and pull away from the residency ties there and come down here and do whatever you got to do to check all the boxes to get out of that tax obligation so you won't have a problem. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you these homes These are homes that if you've got millions of dollars, you want to come down here and buy tons of rental properties and pay no income tax, this is the way to do it. Now, let me tell you, you can buy properties in places like the U.S., but and you can you can depreciate the values on the homes. The problem is that depreciation is added back in when you resell it on your capital gain. And you do have to pay income taxes on the rental income. I'm showing you ways here where you can exclude all rental income as far as taxes go on your income because there's no income taxes here. So that's the key right there. But again, like I said, you have to look at where you're a resident or citizen in to make sure you're complying with the tax laws there. But here, there is no taxes income-wise in St. Kitts. So if you could own 1,000 homes here and pay zero income tax. If you've got millions of dollars and you want to come down here and get a pretty good rental yield and and exclude that and pay no income tax, this is a great place to do it, and no capital gains tax. Now there is a stamp duty when you sell, it's 10%, but that's only when you sell. You can carry it all the way to death with you and still not have to pay that. You can still escape it after death as long as it's not sold. All right, and there's no estate inheritance tax, so you don't have to worry about any sort of taxes. At the time that you die and you pass the assets down. That's the key thing there. That's a beautiful mango tree right there. 2 huge ones right here. I mean, they are nice. Okay, I'm gonna drive down here kind of slow and just show you some of the outer areas, just let you see what it looks like. And you can kind of get a picture of what it's like here in, these are homes, rental homes you can get. Now, a lot of these are not for sale, so you have to find them. Conditions are different. They don't move like Americans do every 2, 3, or 4 years. Here, they pass these houses down, their kids, their grandkids, and they don't move that much. A lot of Kittians love it here in St. Kitts. They don't want to move out, so they just pass the houses down. But you can see here, I'm gonna this is pretty nice because it's all downhill. I had to ride uphill to get here. And this is an area called St. Peter's. This is St. Peter's up towards the rainforest area. Now, if you come to St. Kitts and you buy in these areas, like I said, none of these areas, unless you're a citizen, you'd have to pay a land alien holder license. And when you add up all the land alien holder license fees, if you're buying as a non-citizen, you might as well get citizenship, because it will end up paying for the citizenship alone just in what you pay in land alien holder license fees on buying the properties. Because you got to pay a 10% land alien holder license fee when you buy outside of Frigate Bay, the Southeast Peninsula, and the citizenship areas. Unless you're a citizen of St. Kitts or you are a citizen of one of the Eastern Caribbean states, like St. Vincent, Antigua, places like that. You can go on the internet to see the list of the countries there, to see if you're a national of that country. Also, if you get a chance, if you go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and at the top where it says apply with us, hit that, and where it says there's questions come up, and then hit at the bottom where it says send it to us, and we'll see what we can do to help you. We deal with about 74 different countries, not just St. Kitts. And we can give you a chance to look at the other ones, but St. Kitts really does have one of the best opportunities because you can get the passport in as quick as 3 or 4 months. And you don't have to pass a language test. You don't have to, St. Kitts allows dual citizenship. It's got the most visa-free countries of any of the fast-track Caribbean programs. So that's the thing. You want a program that's going to give you the most visa-free countries. That's the cheapest, that's English-speaking. That if you really want the package, everything packaged together, that's what you want right there. So you got, this goes back towards the airport, and you're looking at, this is actually behind the airport, up on the mountaintop that I'm actually coming from, and you can see the ocean way off in the distance there. And these homes you're looking at, they ever come on the market, you could get them, depends on what the condition are, you might be able to pick them up for 50,000 US, 40,000, 100,000, 20,000, it just depends. Right now is a good time to be buying in St. Kitts because the dollar is up real high. And when the dollar plummets, that's when the properties here take off. Because it's cheaper for people to buy overseas here when their currency goes up with the euro, emerging market currencies against the dollar when the dollar falls. You can see the ocean way off in the distance here again. Now, if you're thinking about getting areas that's closer to the beach, this is not close to the beach. This is way away from the beach. You want to get in the areas like Frigate Bay if you want to be close to the beach, or Half Moon Bay. Frigate is actually the best place if you want to be close to town, or Half Moon Bay and be close to the beaches. Frigate's actually the closest to the beaches. And that's where a lot of expats live because they want to be real close to the beach. And or the Southeast Peninsula, that's another area that's close to the beaches. But the problem with the Southeast Peninsula, the properties are a lot more expensive there. There's no street lights down there. There's no grocery stores down there. You're gonna have to drive 11 miles to get the closest store to get a loaf of bread. So if you're wanting areas that's close to the beach, that's planned unit development that's really nice, you need to stick with Frigate Bay. Half Moon Bay is another area. It's a little bit further from the beaches. It's not right at the beach like Frigate Bay is, but that's something you have to, decide how close you want to be to the beach area. Some people don't want to be close to the beach. Some people want to be in the mountains. If you want to be close to the mountains, then you need to go back to the area I just showed you there, or Milliken Estates, Petition Hill, or places like, that are in the mountain areas like Cedar Grove. These are the areas that you want to pick. You can see the mountains here on the side. And it just depends on what you're wanting. And I also did another video on agricultural opportunities in St. Kitts. You need to take a look at that video. That's really good too because they're looking into possible agricultural opportunities in CBD oil, marijuana. When the laws come out for that, they're looking into that now. The Rastafarians have been trying to get that done here. So this is something that real good opportunities because there's lots of farmland here. So if you want getting some really good lucrative opportunities, because we really need a lot of people in farming here. They actually, believe it or not, the ground here is so fertile. It's just a lot of people have not gotten into farming. There's a lot of opportunities in the farming field here. You just got to look into it, and we can help you do that. The government has a lot of land here for that, and you just have to look into it. But this is the time to be buying, because typically tax havens go up a lot over a period of time. And this is what's happened in Bermuda, Cayman Islands, British Virgin Islands. In St. Kitts, the land is cheaper here than there. So this is where you need to be looking if you want to be getting land that's going to really go up over time. It's priced very low right now, and this is the time to be buying. Because like I said, the dollar is real high right now. But when that changes, you'll see a frenzy in buying here. And that's the time that you want to be, in the properties here at that point. Anyway, if you got a question or comment, just put it below. Also, I'd like to hear from you. Just shoot me a question there in the comment section. And hit the subscribe button to the right of your screen, and you'll get new videos as they come out automatically. We'll be going over different areas of St. Kitts over a period of time. We also do videos on other countries, so you can kind of do a comparison of what you want. Most of our listeners like areas that don't have income taxes or low taxes, and but I do show other countries, even if they do have socialism, because some people like socialism. I don't like it. Some people do. They don't care about it, and that's why I show other countries too, and the taxes and other things that you would be interested in if you're looking at setting up a business. This is why I don't do just the Caribbean countries, which have some of the best package deals, and I think St. Kitts is the best of the package because they provide more visa-free travel than the other countries in the Caribbean on their fast track program. So this is what you want to be looking at. But there's a lot of opportunities here, and the time to be doing it is now and not later while the properties are low. This is the best time to be buying right here now. Anyway, if you've got a question or comment, just put it below, and I'll look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.